welcome back to the Living Sharp Garage channel. I haven't posted in a while because life happens, you know. We've been going through a move and everything, but stuff has settled down now and I figured I could post some more content. I have a lot of updates for you guys. I've made a lot of progress on both of these cars, like the Charger and especially the NA Miata. I'll give you everything that's been done to the NA so far that I haven't recorded. In this video, I've got a lighting upgrade for the interior. I got this idea from another YouTube channel that I'm gonna link below. He does a really good job of explaining how to install everything. I'm not gonna do a how-to, it's just gonna be me installing everything. All right, so the lighting I'm gonna be installing looks like this. It's a little LED, and this actually goes where your visors are. You won't have your visors in your car anymore if you install these, but you really don't use them anyway. These take the place of your visors. It has a little cover here that looks just like the factory cover for your visor. So the little LED fits in there, and then you run your wiring down to the little light block on the passenger side of the dash, wired in so when you open the doors up, the lights come on. That's the company that sells them. I will link it below where you can get them. I got these off of Amazon. I don't remember the exact price. I think it's changed since I've purchased them, but I'll link it below. But anyway, we're gonna install that, and I'll give you a walk around of the NA and show you all the upgrades. But yeah, let's get to it. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. Yeah, pretty simple. Got it routed through the dash. Now we're gonna pop this little light out and solder the two wires together for the lights, and then get everything connected here, and then it'll work off of this switch. Alright, so we got everything installed. All the panels back on. I'm gonna go to the hardware store and get a new bolt, because that one is stripped out. I need to get a bolt here too. But yeah, super easy install, and I'm gonna straighten up in here and turn the lights off and see if the camera will do it justice. Probably won't, but you'll get the idea. Got all the lights off in the garage. Yeah, the camera really doesn't do it justice, but this is a huge difference. Like, you can see everything clear as day. Like, awesome. It's a really cheap upgrade. I recommend it. It looks cool. You're sacrificing your visors, but you don't really use them on the NA anyway. All right then. So if you've been following the Instagram page at all, you know that I've done a lot of upgrades to the yellow car. We finished doing all the bushings and like subframe bushings and everything, all polyurethane, and then we installed Meister coilovers. I still need to roll the fenders because we have 8.5 inch wide wheels and they rub a little bit, but I have it set up right now where it doesn't rub. I want to get it a little lower. I think it looks pretty good right now though. It's more track stance than anything. A little bit of tuck in the front, but I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't record doing any of the suspension because it was right before we moved and I needed to get everything done in a hurry, so I just pressed with it. Yeah, see him a little bit. So Meister coilovers all the way around. Whole subframe got dropped. I repainted everything. New hardware everywhere, and polyurethane bushings. I'm super happy with it, and Brittany loves it. I'm gonna tackle the exhaust on it. I want to put an unequal length header and redo the whole exhaust to the back. Roll bar in it and harness for this side, and maybe an aftermarket seat. We've been looking at a few. Just haven't decided what works the best for it, you know, for Brittany's application to track this car. So I'm trying to get it set up to where she can and it be as safe as possible. Eventually we're going to turbo this car, but for right now it runs so good I don't want to mess with it. It's reliable, so I'm just going to drive it as it is. And as far as the new project car goes, this is my 2004 Mazda Speed Miata. It's got 70,000 miles on it and a real carbon fiber hood. It's been tuned. It's got a couple aftermarket upgrades. Makes about 230 to the wheel. It is really fun. 230 doesn't sound like a lot of power, but in a car that weighs 2,100 pounds, this thing scoots pretty good. It's already got a short throw shifter in it too. Miata Roadster short throw shifter, if I'm not mistaken. Might modify a little bit more, but nothing crazy. It is pretty low mileage and it's in really good shape. Maybe some small things like downpipe and a full exhaust. I've already installed a head unit in it, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, navigation. It works pretty awesome. Just left the stock Bose speakers. They work good enough. But yeah, no cracks in the dash. The seats are in immaculate condition. The top's a little wore out, but it doesn't leak, so I'd really like to get a hard top for this car eventually. I think it would look good. This car does have a roll bar in it already. It's a Boss Frog. I don't know if you guys could see that. It's a little dark, but forgive my mess. We're still unpacking stuff in here. These are the old seats to my truck. Old Blue's still here and kicking. Still pressing with that engine. That's going to be the next thing on the list to get done. Pulling the engine out of this truck and getting that other one in. Also got new tires on the Charger. 305s. This is a NT555 R2, not a G2. This is a drag radial. It's 100 tread wear. If you have an SRT8, 392 Scat Pack, Hellcat, whatever, any of these chassis cars, these Mopars, you know they have a hard time hooking up. Well, this will solve that problem on the street. I haven't ran it at the track yet, but it has no problem launching and track mode, traction control completely off, launch control, whatever. I have them set at like 18 pounds. This is a flow formed replica wheel. It's a little bit lighter than the stock wheel. I wanted to keep the OEM look to this car, to keep, you know, kind of the sleeper look. I was a real big fan of the wide body style. So I got an 11.5 inch wide in the back, and then the stock 9.5 inch in the front. And it gives it a little bit of poke in the back. Well, that'll do it for this one, guys. I appreciate any of you guys watching, and appreciate any of the support. We're really active on Instagram, so give us a follow. And if you have any questions or concerns, you know, comment below. I'm definitely open to give you any information I got. I'm just having fun with all this, so appreciate you guys, you know, coming along for the journey. All right.